Hey, buddy, let's try this side. Woohoo! Good one. Here we go. Ready? This way. Oh, the balls? Oh, start. Let me hold this one out of the way. Up there.
What? I can't do it.
Yes. Almost. You can do it. So close. Yeah. Good one. A little harder. A little harder. At least he throws like a boy. Oh, you got that. Huh? Did you see that? Over here. Hey, over here with that. Over here.
Ready?
Throw it hard. Throw it hard. Yes. Oh, so close. Woohoo.
Nice to see
Hello
you.
there.
Sweetie.
Hey, Pumpkin, what you doing? She's looking at all the lights. She's happy. Oh, careful. Do you like this ball? That's your favorite? There we go. Up. You want any tickets?
Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah, you got it now.
Hey, buddy, over here. Try another game? Get your ball. Come on. Want to do this one? Ready? Let's see if you can figure out like when to press this. Let's see, this one? Like this? Okay, get ready to press the button. Right here. Right here. Press this button. Jetty. Yoo-hoo! Jetty. Up here, look. Press this button. Right here. Right here. Can you see that? Can you see that like that? There you go. Good job.
What's it doing?
You got to catch it right in the center there. Right when it gets there.
Don't actually stop.
Let's see if you got. See what you got. What it takes. That's so close. Same as you. Alright, this is addictive. What, buddy? How do I do it without, I just want to get my tickets without, you know what I mean? I just want my tickets, I don't want the... I think I did. Dang it! It keeps going.
Excuse me, miss.
How do I get my tickets without, I don't want to play again.
They'll scan your card and then.
No, I mean, how do I get,
And they're on your card.
oh, they already go on there?
They just go on the card automatically. And
Oh,
they'll
so
scan
you
your
don't have to keep
card
swiping it. Because I kept swiping it and I had to keep playing.
Okay.
Okay.
No, you just, they'll scan your card within a minute. They'll say how many. you have.
Cool, thanks, son. What's next, buddy? Where'd your ball go? Where'd your ball go? What are we gonna do next? Come here. Come in, let's go. What else we got? Coming? Come on, little man. What else is there? Ooh, what about this one? Wanna try this one? Want me to try this one? Okay, hold on. Hold on. Yeah. Oh, so close. All right, we're gonna try that again. Do what you said. Do it again. Do it again. Ready? There it is. Oh, so close. One more try. Try one more time. Try one more time. There it is. Oh, dang it. Ah. What else? What else? No way. Too cool. Ready? Got it, big man? I think I have to swipe both. I think I have to do both of them. Oh, cool. Oh, good. Look. Press the button, buddy. You gotta press the button. Yes. Help him aim it down a little bit. There we go. Get that one. Get that one. Get that one. Yes. We're destroying them. You're pointing way too high, dude. You're pointing too high.
There's no such thing as a movie in the director.
He's got the trigger pulled at least. Are you on the videotape us? Woohoo! What happened?
It's done? Sick of it.
3, 2, 1.
Jedediah, need to work on your aim, pal.
Jedediah.
Jedediah.
You should have got us in the simulator ride.
Here we go.
Jedediah, pay attention, bud. Look at wow, wow, wow!
Better now, buddy.
He's not even shooting, is he?
Or is he?
Yes.
Take care of all the highway.
Wow, it's literally unlimited ammo.
What happened, buddy? What happened? You're supposed to be helping. Partner. No, no.
Terry's got a cover for 2. We got a man down.
That's awesome. Thanks. I'm about to do the introduction for episode 35, but I want to show you guys this Beautiful, beautiful sunset. Look, the moon's out. Gorgeous, right? We had more snow last night. I was in Grand Forks for doctor stuff, so I usually spend the night. I don't like driving at night, and usually it snows. And there's no street lights out here or on the way to Grand Forks, so man, when it snows, it's really, really bad driving. And they don't plow, you know. They plow the main highways, but I only drive on that for like 4 miles. The rest of it's all back roads. All right, let me let you see what this looks like here. Just look at that. Just appreciate the beauty. Got the moon up there. Red sky at night, sailor's delight. I guess out here you say hunter's delight. Red sky in the morning, sailor's warning, but out here I guess you say hunter's warning. All right, let me get in here. I want to show you where I'm at. You guys are behind. You're getting caught up though, because I keep pumping out these episodes. So you're getting closer to me, but it is looking really gorgeous in there. And this thing is, somebody says, belongs to the museum, or a showroom, not in a campground. Appreciate the compliment, but there's the shelves still not put in yet because I got to finish the ceiling first. Oh, let me turn off the jet engine. It's really cold in here, but this thing helps a lot. All right, where's that at? Here we go. Oh, there you go. You gotta unplug it. All right, where can I put this? Let's move this tripod out of the way. And then we'll, I guess I'll have to edit this stuff. I need somewhere to set this up higher. How about top of this bucket right here? As long as it doesn't fall over. Oh, forgive me for breathing heavy into the mic, sorry. Like a crazy person, right? Oh, let me show you in here first. Look at this. Look how gorgeous this is. So both the pedestal and the tabletop come off. Now this is the smaller tabletop. The bigger one is over there, and that's actually a little too big. I'm going to cut that down a little bit, make it a little bit more narrow. So this would be like a breakfast table or a study table. Or maybe just, me and the wife just use it all the time. I don't know. But this table over here will be for when we have company or people over. Company in our little camper. Yeah, it's coming along nicely. All the shelves are in. This side's pretty much done. All the shelving's done. Remember oh, that feels nice and warm over there. I got this heater going too, this little buddy heater going. Do you remember these shelves down here in that last episode? Maybe it's this episode, or maybe it's the vinyl. No, I think it's this episode actually. So I'd say I'm gonna go back and fix that. Well, what I do is build those shelves and then put foam board underneath it so it's even more insulated on the ground. I was concerned about. So we got shelving there. Yeah, we got the cabinet there too. Why did the camera shift? Why did the camera shift? Is that going to mess up everything now? Oh, smartphone, you're so stupid sometimes. Just in case it did a crazy flip-flop. All right. So what you guys are dealing with is the floor is in already. I put this vent in down here. I can't get down there to show you because I got the phone in the tripod, but you saw it. You'll see it in the video. Put the vent in, finished putting the vent in, and then I start working on this cabinets, start working on these cabinets, add this. This can actually be another drawer, I think. Oops, sorry, can't see me. This is going to be another drawer right here, or just something that slides out. Yeah, I got to fix that hole, but that's not the top. Now, in the video, you see me building trim up here. Stupid tripod. Hold on. You see me building trim up here. Come on, tripod. Fourth time. You see me building trim up here. But I decided not to do it that way. I decided to make it one whole top, and then I'm going to put that probably the epoxy countertop over it. Haven't decided if I'm going to use the slat style yet. I already have the piece of wood cut. That's the full length with the sinkhole already cut out for it. I started drawing out a emblem on it, but I'm not sure if I'm going to do that. I put the name of the camper across the table called the Wanderer. It's actually the Wanderer 2. I'll tell you about that story some other day. Right now, I got to get through episode 35. So I'm going to go sit at the table, and that means I'm going to set this up somewhere. As long as it doesn't fall when I pull the microphone cord. Oh, and you see those stairs back there? I'm totally changing that idea. This comes apart. The pedestal comes apart. So the pieces are going to go, I'm going to build a box over there to fit the same size as that stuff. And then that'll be the step up. So I'm going to redo that step so I can put this stuff in storage, put the table pedestal away when we're not using it. Because it's designed so that I can actually lay on it if I want to, with some cushions. And with my spine issues and my knee issues, I can't always sleep in the same spot all the time. I sleep for a couple hours and have to get up because I'm hurting so much. Yeah. So, then you can put your feet up on here so you're comfortable. This already has poly gel on it, so I don't mind putting my wet feet on it, my snow feet on it. It'll all be cleaned up when I'm done anyways. Man, this is really comfortable. I'm really liking this a lot. Got my drink holders, remember? Right there and right there. It's rough doing this out here in the cold. The glue is messed up. I'm going to have to fix that somehow. All my glue spots are messed up. It's because it's so cold out here. And you can see all the glue in here. It looks horrible. Yeah, I'm in a bad mood. I apologize. Right now, I apologize. I'm in a really foul mood. I'm in a lot of pain. Having a lot of issues with my body. Big thing right now is I have a hernia. And they don't want to do surgery because of the mesh recall that's going on, if you guys are familiar with that. It's called the ventral wall hernia. And you can actually, and that's why I can have, a six-pack and still look bloated. I'm always bloated, and we couldn't figure out why. Well, all of a sudden, my intestines started pushing out through this. I got a tear right here. You can feel it. When I strain there, see, when I strain do that, it pushes out. So I'm dealing with that right now, and some other things. I got to have surgery on my hand real soon. Anyways, guys. Sorry to complain. I love you all. I really appreciate your support and your encouragement. I got a letter this week. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say his name, so I won't say his name. But man, it was like a 2-page, 3-page letter. And it was just such a blessing. I really needed that encouragement. This isn't easy. Look, it's cold. This isn't easy for me. If I was healthy, man, I'd be done with this by now if I was healthy. But just his words just meant so much to me. He encouraged me, and I just thanked me. Thanked me for my service. Thanked me for what I'm doing. Thanked me for basically my life of pushing through pain and pushing through the physical issues is encouraging him to push through his issues. And that's what I want. That's what it's all about, right? That's what this brand's about. Not only is this brand about my books, but it's about changing the world in a positive way. That's what my life's been about anyways. Anyways, guys. So I really appreciate that letter a lot. It's just what I needed. just at the right time. Maybe I can read it to you. If I get permission, I can read the letter to you. But man, it just, he's so nice. The guy is so nice. He compared me to, totally forgot his name. I apologize. But his channel is My Self-Reliance. I follow him too. It's so weird. He compared us in a good way and put us in the same category. And it meant a lot to me too, because that guy, that guy's got thousands of subscribers, and hey, we've hit 500. Woohoo! That's awesome. But just the fact that he's comparing me in the quality of video that I'm putting out and the quality of work I do, comparing me to him, and he's another master craftsman. I really have a lot of respect for that guy. I'd love to go work on his cabin sometime, just hang out and just learn some stuff from him. I'm sure I can. You can always learn more, always. And I think I have snot running down my nose. Sorry guys, it's cold out here. Don't zoom into that part. That's gross. Anyways, let's get this done. Chapter 35, episode 35. We finish the vent, okay? And then I start working on this area right here. And this was too low, and I've changed this design a couple times. I actually might even change it one more time. This part is done. Okay, the lower part is done. The sink part is pretty much done too. But I had to raise it so that have more room over there for the drain and the tank, the gray tank. I got to fix this though. There's a hole there. You guys saw what happened with that. If you haven't yet, then you will soon. Work on this part over here. I get this cut. I really like the way this looks with that's the electrical outlet right there. Get that installed. This fridge cabinet had to be raised up to make sure that it fit, and then also so it had enough room for my trim in the back for the ceiling. So all that had to be adjusted. But yeah, so I get quite a bit done. It's these are like a lot of small jobs these days, but it adds up. And thanks for watching. Oh, I put a little clip in there of the first time my grandson has ever been to like a family fun zone arcade. It was my daughter's birthday. I'm going to include more of those videos later on. We took off to North Dakota and hung out and did some cool stuff. And one of the cool things we did for her birthday was go to this family fun zone. I'll tell you about the name of that later. I don't know it off the top of my head, but it was awesome. We had such a blast. And little man, he dug it. He dug it really good. All right, guys, I love you all. Thanks for watching. This is looking really good. And thanks for putting up with me and my grumpiness. I love you all. Be good to each other, and I will get this video uploaded probably the next day or two. Okay? Love you guys. Good night. Yeah, it's not secured yet. I'm gonna build a bolt system with probably a cotter pin, and then this slides right off. But I'm gonna have to use some carpenter's grease to grease it so it pops right in place and comes right out. But I really like the way it looks. Tomorrow I'm gonna work on the smaller or it's a larger table. It's a longer table, but it's more narrow. It's a little bit of a different style too. Good night, guys. Love you. Be good to each other. Talk to you tomorrow.
don't think I show you guys, but I need to cut out one of the 2x2s in the back of the microwave cabinet. It was supposed to be temporary design anyways, because I knew that the vent was going back there. I just didn't know how it was going to fit. I always thought that if I needed to, I could always cut that 2x2 out of there, and I ended up having to do that. Was that thing from Star Wars? Don't get cocky, kid. He says, don't get cocky, kid. I know. Anyways, yeah, so from what I understand of how these vents work, I'm going to go ahead and use the silicone to seal every part of it, just to make sure that it's protected, just to make sure that it's waterproof and sealed really well. So I use the silicone on this part, and then I also use it on the larger part that pushes the air out into the camp area. You guys probably already know this, but these water-based silicone sealants work really well, but they also leave a mess. How do you fight that mess? Well, you just need a soft cloth with some warm water, or even just cold water works too, but I found warm water works better. So that's where I disappeared to. I went and got some warm water on that rag so I can clean up that mess that the caulk makes, because you know that stuff's really messy if you ever used it, right? Alright guys, in case you haven't noticed by now, building this truck camper is kind of like building or putting together a puzzle. You got to find the pieces that fit together. And I'm saying this because I wouldn't build this structure as I would build a house, and I wish I could have done that. And that's the way I believe you should do it. You should build it as if you're building a house. You know, foundation, floor, walls, ceiling, and then you do your interior. You know, and that includes, when you do the walls, you do windows and doors and things like that. Well, I couldn't afford to do that. I couldn't afford to buy all this stuff at once. So I'm having to piecemeal everything together. So all that to say is that I have to go back all the time and refigure things. So one of the things I have to refigure right now is how this fridge cabinet's going to fit against the piece of furniture that goes in the overhead up there on the right. I have a little bit of room to play with because I took some off the part where the microwave is going. But I need to raise the whole cabinet up. First of all, so the fridge fits in there. Second of all, so that it matches up with a piece of furniture in the overhead. And again, I apologize for the camera angle. It's a little tight in there with that wall on the left. Didn't know really where to put the camera, but when I get that GoPro, I'm pretty sure I can set up on a small tripod and put it up on the overhead and shoot down where I'm working so you can see what I'm doing. Anyhow, what I'm doing right now that you can't see is I took a piece of 2x2 and cut it into 3 pieces and made like a little U-shaped, and that U-shaped piece is underneath the fridge cabinet right now. You can see it right there, where my hand is right now, but it's still not high enough. So I'm gonna have to cut some shims, and that's what I'm gonna do next. So I used the same, 1/8" plywood that I've been using for the interior and the exterior sheeting, or sheathing as they call it. But I use that plywood for my shims. Just cut them all at 1 inch, I think it was 1.5 inches, 1.75 inches. Anyways, they fit exactly the width of the 2x2s. And you can see them underneath right there. I'm propping the fridge cabinet up on top of it right now. Okay, here's a close-up of what I was talking about. There's the U-shaped 2x2 set, and the shims are on top of that, followed by the fridge cabinet. Now what I'm doing here is measuring where those studs were, and I looked over my shoulder to the wall. If you remember, I wrote the measurements on the wall. See? Over there? Yeah, that's where the measurements are. Anyways, I want to know exactly where the studs were so that I could tie this cabinet into the wall and not screw up my work.
All right, I want to give you a little walkthrough. I haven't done one of these in a little while, which means you're getting a lot of fast-forwarding videos. I'm sure that's annoying. I was going to clean up my mess. Dang it, before I did the walkthrough. Anyways, I got this cardboard down here trying to protect the floor a little bit. It's messy, but as you can see, I need to put the floor in because these are going to sit on top of the floor. It just insulates the floor more. I'm really bummed out. Now, if you remember, when I first started this dinette set, it's one of the first things I built in here, I think. Little piece right here. I wasn't going to attach it, but then I wanted to make it strong by creating an L bracket. You know, this forms an L bracket, these pieces right here. So that adds strength to the seat. I just wish that I hadn't glued it or used the spray foam until after I put the floor in. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and cut some pieces to fit in there, just to add more insulation right there. Maybe that's just my weirdness, not being uniform. Maybe that's just the military man in me. Everything's got to be uniformed. And you're like, yeah, well, what about the colors, right? Well, the colors. This is going to be the only shelf that's that neutral color. This bench, this fridge case, and as you remember, I built that piece so that it fits right through there. It goes right up in there and it fits perfectly. And you guys saw me, I had to use shims. I know it looks piecemealed together, but trust me, it's really strong. You guys saw me lifting it. It's got some weight to it. It's going to add to the weight of the camper, and that bothers me. However, if you remember back in the day when I was building the fridge part, I wasn't sure of the size of the fridge. So I was kind of guessing and using some online measurements and stuff like that. But then when I got the actual fridge, something about, I remember what it was. It was the hinge. If you remember, the hinge wasn't included in the overall size of the fridge. So what I made wasn't going to work. And before what I made was going to be, when I did add for the the hinges, it was going to be too tall and I was pressing against that. I couldn't have that. And as you can see, that's stained and gelled up there, so it's protected. I wanted to use it as a shelf, but I don't know what's going to go up there. May end up just putting, something up there, or just having wires go across there. But I know that another reason why this hole is here is for the wires to be fed through. So the wires can be hidden. On both sides, the wires will be fed up through there and go to the lights. The fan, I'm not sure what I'm going to do about the ceiling fan yet, or the Fantastic fan yet. I'll figure that out later. Anyways, so I'm starting to go ahead and secure these things, and I was worried at first that it wasn't secure. I need to head to the hardware store just a minute before they close, and you see how the problem with 2x2s and 1x2s and 1x3s and all that is that they warp so easily. You really need a lot of screws to hold them in sync and stop them from warping. So you can see, I made this fridge cabinet a long time ago. Look at that. Look at the warp. I can fix that with some long screws, but I don't have any 4-inch hex heads. I think those are, what are those, 2.5, and then the couple I had like 3 3-inchers, and those aren't going to work either, not long enough. So I'm going to head to the hardware store down the road, 20 miles each way, practically, just to get some screws, which means I'm going to wrap it up for today. You can see it's attached to the bottom there. I'm not going to attach the sink yet because I need this window here. Look at the warp in that board. Yeah, that'll be fun to frame. All right, if you guys want to donate for the window, I would greatly appreciate it. Look at the warp up there. Jeez, I need to stop pointing these things out. I don't like flaws. But that's what woodworking is all about. It's working with the flaws, right? Kind of like life. You got to work within your flaws and make everything else perfect because of them. Right? Well, guys, seriously, if you want to donate to the cause, I really need the windows next. And I need the air conditioner because I've got to get this ceiling in. Now I was telling, I don't remember who I was, maybe it was the wife. If I can get this ceiling in before the snow comes, which is in a few weeks, a month at the most. We've already had snow flurries last week. Can you believe it? It is Arctic Minnesota up here anyways, I call it. But if I can get the ceiling, the plywood on at least, like the pressure treated plywood on top. And I'm not talking about the rolled out poly something plastic stuff that you buy in a roll and you roll it out like kind of like wallpaper. I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about getting some plywood up there, and I can put my foam board in there, and then I can put my inside plywood. So, and that's what I've already decided. I'm talking like a mile a minute. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to hurry because I got to get to the hardware store before they close. So I'm going to turn these into like beams. So in between here will be foam board down here, and then on top of that will be the 3/16 plywood I use, and I'm going to paint it white. And then the beams are going to be gray, kind of like my gray trim over there. So it'll all tie in, and there'll be gray trim along the wall as well, at the top of the wall, just like that piece over there. So it'll be gray and white, and I'll tie it into the whitewashed gray-like walls. What else was I going to tell you guys? So please, I really need that window. If somebody wants to donate it or donate to the funds, that's a couple $100 for the window. And that's just one window. And I'm going to do a long window, as you can tell. I'm going to do a long window there. And I'm going to do a wide window on this side. I'm going to have to cut that out and frame it properly, the way you frame out windows, with headers and all that stuff. I still haven't got the back done, but I don't want that done yet because I got so much work to do. And I took this wall down, kind of had a little episode. Yeah, you might see that in the video. I don't know if I'll delete that or not. But anyways, I'm going to change that wall. And that's why I took it down. Yeah, that's the reason. No, it was just too hard to work with all this stuff coming in and out. This wall is pretty much, no, I only screwed it in 3 places. As you can see, it's got some loose screws, kind of like me. So I can bring the bench in here. I'm not going to bring the bench back in here. You can see it's in the back of the shop over there. It's all done, 3 coats of gel on it, and the bottom as well. I'm not bringing that in here until I get this side done. Okay? So back to what I was saying. Plumbing. Okay, so I need the window. Then I've got to get the plumbing in the sink because I don't believe this is high enough. I think I'm going to have to raise it 3 or 4 inches, which is fine. I've kind of allowed for that over here. So if I raise it here and have the counter here and then the sink right there as well raised up, I believe I'll have enough room for the P-trap, S-trap, whatever they call it, for the water drain flow. And that'll go towards here, towards the gray tank. All right? So window, plumbing for the sink. If I don't have the funds for that until next month, I'm going to go ahead and work on getting more of this done, which means I'm going to put an outlet over here. Put an outlet over here. What is it? 110 outlet for the cooker. Remember, I'm not using propane. I'm using induction stove. Anyways, that turns on and off. You plug it in. Actually, you can plug it in and take it out, and I'm going to have a shelf here that you can put it away and then use this for cooking or cutting whatever you're going to use it for in the kitchen. And so I need an outlet right here, and probably GFI. I think they're all GFI in here anyways. I think that's what I planned on. So I'm going to put a plug there. And then right above this area is going to be one of the, what is it, 17 by 17 vent with the fan. It's got the fan, I think it's got three stages of power, high, medium, low. And you just reach up there and, crank, 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 opens, and then you push the button and it turns on whatever speed you need. And that's above the cook area. And I figured that would be smart. And as well, it's also by the fridge, which also needs ventilation. And there's no back in the back of the fridge cabinet, and that is on purpose. And then my style of cabinets allows for ventilation. Also, if you look down here, I finally got the vents figured out, and I'm so happy with these vents so far. And the way they're designed, from what I understand, is it scoops air from the outside and pushes it in, and then it'll push the air up, and vice versa, because I'll have one on the other side of the cabinet as a camper as well. The other side will push. So basically, it's creating a push and pull system of the air. So you'll have the air being sucked out here, and you'll have the air being pushed in here. So you'll have a nice ventilation flow for the fridge. So I'm really glad I got that figured out, and I feel comfortable about that. I think it's going to be good. What else can I show you? You guys saw my shim work, and the awesome. I love this little guy right here. This Knox stapler nailer. It's awesome. Look at that. I just want to show you that one more time. I just love the way that matches up. All that matches up right to the edge, and that piece perfectly fits there. I knew I was going to have to shim it because of all the cuts and everything, but I was kind of worried about whether or not it was going to fit properly. And then I'll have a piece of 2x2 trim running all the way across here and along here, and I believe this is where I'm going to have my fold-out extension arm, which is going to hold part of the table. I'll explain more of that later. Alright guys, I need to run to the hardware store, something like that. Alright, appreciate you guys listening. I rattled on for 12 minutes. I might edit some of it, take some of it out. Regardless, love you guys. Appreciate your support and love as well, and your prayers. And I pray that God blesses all of you in a mighty way. All right, guys, I'll talk to you later. Have a great night. All right, bye. Look at that. Look at that. Not too shabby at all. Not too shabby. All right, stop talking now. You're talking too much. Okay. This is that field with the bald eagle. You can see that there. That sunset. So beautiful. Gorgeous, right? Simply gorgeous. What is this nonsense? Snow. I think we actually got a little bit less over here. I saw somebody's post on Facebook that showed how they made a snowman. That was over by Itasca Park, Itasca State Park. So, yeah. Actually, last night I remember there was more snow on the ground, so maybe it just melted. I think it was about 4 in the morning. I looked out here and it was lots of snow. It's a little bit warmer than I thought it would be today. So let's get some shop. Let's get some shop done in the work. Why do I always say things wrong? First thing we gotta do is clean up all these leaves that blew into my shop the past couple of days and get picked up. That's on. Yeah, it's pretty, you guys can see it's pretty messy. Turn these lights on. Whew, a little cold in here. It's a little cold in here. I'm even gonna try to pretend it's not cold. It's cold. Why don't know where my gloves went? There's some gloves right there. I guess I can use those. So that's what I'm working on today. I actually attached all this. So this is solid as a rock now. I'm going to put the epoxy countertop over this. I'm trying to decide what to use first. I want to put something cool down. I mean, I guess I can do the colors things, but I don't know, I think a mural, some type of, maybe something I took a picture of would look good in there. I do a little bit of photography, so can't see my breath quite yet, but it's definitely cold. Got the electrical outlet where I want to put it. I'm gonna, of course, take it off and drill a hole for the wires and things like that. But one outlet's gonna go there because, of course, remember this is where my inductive? It's not conductive. I think it's inductive. Inductive stovetop's going there. Basically electric burner is going there. And it needed to be a little higher, so created this little shelf in there. Probably just gonna throw a coat of stain over it, and then this part will be trimmed out. So then you just maybe put your pans in there, put something in there. I'll probably attach a little lip here so that stuff doesn't. Attach a little lip here. And put my trim up higher, maybe a 1x3 or 1x4, so stuff doesn't slide out. And that's moved over there out of the way so I can work. That's also going to be raised up. Maybe I'll do that today. Maybe I'll raise that up today. All I'm going to do with that one is take it off here and just raise it up. I'm not going to put a shelf under there because I need room for the pipes. So that's next. All right. Enough dawdling. Let's get to work. It's looking good though. Oh, I heard that mice hate what's it called? What are these things called? Dryer sheets. So I'm gonna put that in here. Stop them from crawling through. I just realized that that's. Does this have a light on it? How do I turn the light on here? I guess you can't. That's stupid. Anyways, I don't see anything down there. I don't see any nests or anything, but I'll turn the flash on in a minute, or the light on in a minute and take a look. I'll put some more of those dryer sheets over here too, in this one. Though they can't get in here, I don't know where they'd get in. That's sealed right there. I don't know how they'd get in, but never know with mice. They find a way. That's what I'm learning about Minnesota. I've pretty much caught one mouse every day for like the past 2 weeks straight. These traps I got from Amazon are awesome. I think I did a review on them. Why is my thing not focused there, Gus? I think I did a review on them. Maybe I didn't post it though. But really impressed with those. Alright guys, I'm going to stop babbling and I'm going to start working. Talk to you later. Have a good day. Bye.
Okay, a little trick I've picked up along the way is setting up this fan, and it's a pretty high powered fan. I point it right at the end of the sander where the sawdust gets kicked up. So it's blowing it away from me, blowing it away from the shop, but mostly away from me. I don't want to be breathing in all that sawdust. So a little tip, little trick that I use. You can see it blowing out right now as it moves. As I sand, let's see, you can move away from me. Well, this next part, where the cooktop goes, I've changed the design a few times, a few more times, and I've debated whether or not to keep this in the video. But I'm trying to keep it real with you guys, let you know that I'm not perfect, and I changed my mind, and I changed the design as we go along. And also, I already told you this is not how I normally build a house, and because I have to piecemeal everything together, things are going to change, and hopefully change for the better. Even though I don't like the countertop, I'm going to change it a few more times. The design, I really do like the way those 6 pieces right there tie in around the electrical outlet. I think that looks really sharp. I'm going to put the round-headed plugs, cover them, and stain them so they match. They look really good.
Hey, bud. What you doing? Eating some popcorn? Huh? Eating some popcorn?
We're gonna share. Hey, little guy, we're gonna share.
He's like, peace out.
Here, let me get a picture of you guys.
Oh, I see.
Come here.
I see what that's all about.
You coming?
You suck it up, kid.
Cow, yes.
Yeah.
Put your arm.
I'm holding the recorder, babe. Just cut off my arm. There you go.
Too cute. As long as he's here, you're good.
Hey, bud. Is that good?